I want to talk about something that can be relatable for any child of an immigrant parent, right? Anybody that's a first generation American, Mexican American, African American, whatever your background may be. And that's a disconnection with your parents, right? And this usually has to do because of these 3 points that I'm about to tell you. The first one is a cultural divide where you're you're a mix of your background, your Latino roots, and your new home here in America, right? And your parents might still be deeply rooted in how they grew up and the teachings that their parents gave them and the way they were raised. And this is going to create a gap that is going to be very challenging for you to relate to each other with the experiences that you're going through in school, with friends. The internet is a huge one too. And this just overall leads to these feelings of disconnection where you can't seem to relate to each other with the experiences that you're going through and the ones that they went through as they when they were growing up or going through their adolescence. And the second point is a language barrier. Since most of us grow up speaking two languages, sometimes we choose one or we have one that we're stronger in and we're able to more easily express our emotions, more easily able to express what we're feeling and what we're going through. And our stories are way more detailed, way more visual, and easier to just express overall, right? And having this language barrier makes it feel frustrating when you can't get a point across to your parents, right? And it just enlarges this disconnection with them because they don't understand what you're saying. They may get the gist of it, but they don't truly understand your emotions. And then what's worse is if you can't even express your emotions healthily because most of the times it's not something normal for immigrant parents to do, right? To express their emotions. So you may be carrying that same trait where it's harder for you to express yourself, and now there's a language barrier on top of it. The third pain point to think about is different life priorities, right? Your parents have different priorities because they came here to find opportunity, to survive, to provide a stable home, and that's their main focus, right? And to them, you coming to them and saying that you're trying to pursue a hobby, a passion, or a career path that's not traditional to them is gonna seem like it's out of this world, like it's not something normal, and they may just be thinking that they want you to be a doctor or an engineer or a professional or something like that, right? And these unconventional paths in life that you have are very hard for them to understand. And if you can't express your feelings about why or what's motivating to you, then it just furthers that confusion that they may be feeling, and again enlarges that disconnection that you may be feeling with your parent. um, One simple solution I have for you is to either practice in your language, just saying it out loud to yourself, writing it down, what you're feeling, what you're going through, and trying to find ways to share that with your parents or with other speakers of that language that your parents may have, right? So that you can begin to create this connection with them. But the most important part about this is to connect with yourself first, to find those words, those emotions, those feelings that you may not have a way to express them healthily right now, so that you can express them with others. And by connecting with yourself first, you're going to find it that it's a lot easier to do that.